You may have heard that CRA recently simplified the requirements for keeping track of mileage for the purpose of deducting vehicle costs as a business expense or for calculating the taxable benefit for the personal use of a vehicle. I'd like to give you an overview on how the simplified method works and also warn you about a possible pitfall. With the simplified method, you first need to establish a base year by keeping a logbook for a 12-month period and then calculating the percentage of business use for that year. The base year cannot be earlier than 2009. Then you would select a 3-month period in the base year as your sample period and calculate its business use percentage. If everything goes according to plan, you could keep a log for the 3-month period only in the next year and perform a calculation based on the business use for each of the 3 periods. It's important to note that there are situations where CRA will disallow the simplified method. This will happen when the distance traveled or the business use percentage vary by more than 10% from the base year. So here's the pitfall. What if they're not within 10% of each other? What percentage can you use when that happens? If you're expecting major change in your business use of a vehicle, then it is obvious that you need to keep a logbook for the entire year. But what if an unanticipated change of 15 to 20% occurs? The answer appears to be that you need to keep a logbook for the entire year, even though you were expecting to rely on a 3-month period. We can suggest 2 ways to get around this issue. If you do not want to keep a log for the entire year, unless you have to, then you could make the first quarter of the year your sample period every year, even though it may not be the most advantage for you. That way, you would know as soon as the quarter ended if you need to continue maintaining the logbook for the rest of the year. Our second suggestion is to make keeping a log as painless as possible for yourself by using something such as the auto track. You could add it to your holiday wish list, or as a client of McLarty, ask us about preferential pricing. AutoTrack is a GPS and web-based system that is easy to use, and it is tax deductible.